Alright, got lots of cords to untangle here. Controller cord, phone charging cord, headset cord. Or at least according to plan. Oh, Mariah, that looks like a cat that's still hungry. Is you still famished? Sounds familiar. Come here, you. Okay. Alright. We shall see if that sampling appeases the beast. Alright, we already watched the intro. Right, I remember now. I was expecting to start on the episode menu. But either way, hello, Antelope. Oh, we got lots of stuff. Which would be the most essential? Nothing seems essential here, but I know there's an achievement for getting all the power-ups, so I might as well just start with the most expensive one.
Okay, so here's what we know. One, Arpeggio's flip is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean-Bison. And two, the only way we'll get a crack at Arpeggio's clockwork brain is by finding a way to sneak aboard his flip.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean-Bison. Time is short, and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any of my maps. I need you to poke around and take some recon photos. They'll help to get my sensors oriented.
No problem. Recon photos, I got covered.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cave. It can now separate into two smaller caves, useful for ice climbing. Try ascending to the top of that sheet of ice. Just jump and hit the circle button to dig in.
Considering it's it's a priceless heirloom, family legacy thing, I'm surprised that Sly's okay with Bentley just modifying the cane behind his back. I mean, it's for his benefit, but still, it's nice to see that Sly isn't precious about it or anything.
It's good to see my cane upgrade
Uh-oh.
work so well in the field. Now scout the area. I could really use the reconnaissance.
Oops. And by that, Bentley means scout the area, look for bottles, and take pictures along the way. Oh right, I gotta take a picture of the bar.
This place is bear country, all right. Interesting. He's
that? The bear fell in the water. I've never seen that. And it just happened on its own. I didn't do anything. I'm just watching here. Wow. What are the odds of that? I've never... I'm not surprised it's possible. I'm surprised I didn't even have to do anything to cause that. Bear just kind of did that on his own while attacking a guard. And yeah, I'm with you. That's like my main motivation to play during events. And that, oh, it's just a birthday hat. I don't necessarily need that. It's just, I don't know, it just makes it extra fun to play during events so you can see the hub decorations. I mean, even after, you know, I've seen most of them now, but I still want to see them next time they're up. Makes it special. And, well, I fell in the water. Just get in the bottle, don't mind me. But I am excited for the Easter one, since that is the last one that I haven't seen before. Darn. Oh, Bear got him for me. Thank you, Bear. It's funny, this and the bears in the last chapter, that they're not on your side, but they're not with the guards either. They just kind of fuck everyone up. Makes for a fun dynamic in the hubs. You know, that not everything's hostile to you in particular. Alright, did we pass anything I can take a picture of? Wait. Game, what are you wanting me to take a picture of? That doesn't look like any... Oh, okay. The draw distance couldn't load in the boat. Fair enough.
Fascinating. My sensors detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat. It must be piloted by computer.
Uh-oh. Flashlight guard coming my way. I wouldn't be wait, this is Jean Bisson we're talking about. Okay, I don't think this in the last hub would have Wi-Fi, but almost every other hub in the game having Wi-Fi, that would make sense.
The dead of evil. The epicenter of ecological destruction.
Yeah, but that boat's pretty far away from the safe house, so I imagine it wouldn't reach us. That'd be comfy, though, if with the other hubs with the other villains if they figured out, like, Contessa's Wi-Fi password or something. I feel like Dimitri was probably the easiest since the casino is pretty close to the safe house. They probably got the best signal from Dimitri. In fact, that was the... Wait, never mind. That's spoiling Sly 3. Never mind. I mean, I know y'all have seen Sly 3, but still, I must preserve Sly 3's integrity and not spoil it. Nah, his Wi-Fi password would be Greasy Sweet. Uh-oh. I fall down and not go boom. Ah, right. The sawmill itself.
Those saw blades look particularly old. I guess this logging camp has been around for a while. Okay, that should do it. Now for the real point of interest. Head for that lighthouse and try to find a way to sneak in.
Yeah, I think all 3 games in the trilogy have integrity. I like all 3 of them. Why am I supposed to diss Sly 3 in this house? Because I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I probably will to some extent once I actually start playing it, but I mean, I have gripes with all 3 games. All 3 games have their lows, but I'd say Sly 2 has the highest highs for me. Oh, that's good stuff. Watching the bears kill guards. My ranking would probably be 2, 3, 1. Yep. Let's see, yeah. But it's been a long time since I played. I remember a lot of it since I have played it many times. It's just I have not played it in recent memory. So we'll see if there's any consensus change.
I was right. The entrance is barred from the inside. That's the battery charger, but where's the battery Arpeggio's coming to pick up? Just looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. Might as well get a shot of old Jean Bisson.
Jean Bisson.
Oh, Sly, listen in. He's mumbling to himself.
Come on, John. You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye! I'll post the Clockwork Talons as a trophy. That should bring in the competition. Although, who am I kidding? I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, it's tough being this tough. It sure is.
Head back to the safe house. We need to talk about these lumberjack games.
Well, guys, Jean Bisson has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet. With the Clockwork Talons as a trophy, we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guide was frozen in a wall of ice not far from from our position. Sly, you're in charge of acquiring the book. I'm sure it will prove invaluable. Now, we're all aware that Arpeggio's blimp is coming to pick up another battery. To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery. We need some inside information. So, working together, you two will infiltrate the Moose Guard's secret RC combat club. Those guys all work in the lighthouse. If you win the battle, I'm sure they'll talk. Despite his antique mind, Jean Bison's no fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array. It's a challenging set of tasks, and that blimp's on its way. Let's get to work.
Gimme? Alright, let's see. Next most expensive thing is 1600. Very good. And yes, Sly One has Miss Ruby. I ain't disagreeing. But you see, Sly 3 offers me peak Murray. I would say Murray's even more peak in that game than he is in this. This is Murray discovering peak. But once we get to Sly 3, Murray just becomes peaker. I am so articulate. I would make such good video essays. Any other bottles up here? Yes! Got the mohawk again. Guard hurt himself on the sawmill. That's fun. There's been so many silly guard antics already tonight. I haven't even done anything. I just keep stumbling into things.
Well, radio transmitters have all been tagged in their mouths. You'll have to sneak up and pickpocket it while they're yawning.
Sounds safe.
Stay clear of the thin, crackly ring. Walking on it is sure to wake the bears.
I'll keep that in mind.
Still, Sly is surprisingly calm. Like, this is arguably even more hectic than anything Bentley's done, but Sly just seems more annoyed than anything. It's like, yeah, sounds safe. In reality, this mission probably took hours, because it's not like they yawned constantly. So I probably had to just sit next to a bear for hours, waiting for it to yawn, rather than the bears, yawning constantly.
Only you could have pulled that off. Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
Alright, from what I remember, this last little jump can be a bit finicky. Yep. Yeah, it might be worth just going back the long way. I'm guessing Bentley's sleep darts won't work on the bears. Yeah, why can't... Did they even think to try that? If, Bentley can hang here with Sly, and if Sly messes up and the bears wake up, Bentley could just knock him out. Howdy, Pops. Could be. Ah, crap. Messed up. Darn, I messed up. It's okay. Well, then they should have brought some Indian watermelons for the bears. The game should force us to backtrack all the way to Chapter 3 to get some Indian watermelons. What? Impossible. After this, I think we'll just go back the long way, just to be safe, at least in theory. Well, I don't have any bears around here as far as I'm aware. Well, if there are, I'd rather not confirm. I'll just take your word for it. Nope. We have coyotes, though. But no bears. I don't know where a gay club is in this town. It's not like there's any place labeled gay club.
To form a receiver array, you'll have to place the radio transmitters in precise locations around Jean Bison's base of operations.
Seems easy enough.
Once you're in position, hit the circle button to place the transmitter.
I know I shouldn't, but I can't help but count down the days till my jury duty. Well, I suppose they're called taverns here. That's not even a catchy name. You gotta have some, at least some alliteration.
Perk up your ears, boys. I'm gonna tell you all the tally for last month. The Blue Lumberjack team managed to clear just 128 acres of forest. Not bad considering they had to kill all them badgers to do it, eh? But now, the Gold Lumberjack team, bless their hearts, those boys chopped down 211 acres. Y'all hear that? 211 acres of progress. Almost brings a tear to my eye. Think about how much wilderness y'all tamed. Keep up the good work, fellas. Not long till we can start putting up those track homes. Yeah.
What was he gonna spend it on? I bet Jean's paying him enough. He's practically one of the few bosses in the series that sounds like he was nice enough to his employees. Like, what other boss says, keep up the good work, boys? Sounds like he can be a chill dude. I mean, we know he's also an asshole, but there's at least some nice side to him. Even if, you know, that's within the same conversation as mentioning they slaughtered a bunch of non-anthropomorphic wild animals. True enough. I just mean by sly boss standards that he seems nice enough. But, you know, at the same, well, we'll get to that once we get to the ending of the game, I suppose.
Nice work. The array's up and running.
He's just old-fashioned. It was probably typical for bosses out like that back in his day. As Sly put it, in his time he'd be a hero, but today he's a villain. Right down to, you know, his racism, as we'll come to learn about later. Which again just comes down to, well, he's old-fashioned. It was probably normal back in his time. I mean, there's no implication they tore down civilizations. They ruined wild animals' homes, but again, that was considered normal back then. I mean, still is today to some extent. See, bottle. Already halfway to the bottles. Would they put bottles way back here? Bottle. Hey, Mariah. Come here. Come here. Come here. Got your blanket. Yeah. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Alright, help me find these bottles. When you hear a bottle, pounce on it. Nope. Let's see, can I just paraglide over that flashlight? Yes, I can. I wouldn't be surprised if he says something like that over the radio intercoms. It's also funny that the villains only directly threaten Sly. Like, it's like they don't even know about Bentley or Murray, so whenever it does become Bentley or Murray fighting them, like Murray being the one to fight Rajan, that makes it even better. Like, they never even heard of the other guys, but they get to learn the hard way. start this one, but first let's look for more bottles. Dang. That might actually be easiest to get with Murray's high jump. Yeah, I'll do this once I switch to Murray. Right, you're looking at me like you want patents. Come here. Yeah, be a tsundere all you want. I know you want patents. Yes. I'll pet you while I look at this flashlight guard. I don't know. I can see how a tiger would think that he can take on a hippo and then regretting that. Who knows, maybe people cook hippos. You know, if they can succeed in getting them and not get killed in the process. Does really anything hunt hippos? I mean, I would imagine crocodiles would go after baby hippos, but I mean, do adult hippos have any predators? Yeah, but if you ain't packing a good gun, there's not much chance you have against a hippo. I mean, I have seen footage of an aggressive hippo, and I have learned to be terrified of them, but also it made me love Murray even more, knowing, like, oh, this is what the Murray is capable of. Yeah, but that's only if the whole pride's going after him. It takes a whole heap of them. In the same way that, you know, there is footage of a whole pride of lions going after an elephant. They can all do it together, but... Oh, the boss is talking. Y'all should never forget to enjoy yourselves, he says as I kill one of his employees.
You've done it! The laser's been redirected out the window.
Okay, so funny thing about this place, if you come back here, okay, so there's a soft lock in this chapter where if you start the final mission, yep, it happened to me as a kid too. And then I activated this by accident. So if you come back here, it starts the whole second half of this chapter all over again. And how that's meant to a way to get out of a soft lock, because if you start the last mission of this chapter but then turn the game off, it won't start you. It won't start you back on the heist.
Now to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
Well, no, that was their solution. That they discovered that soft lock, and it's like, oh, okay, we'll just put this in so that, you know, you lose a little bit of progress and have to start the second half of the chapter over. But no, you're not really stuck in the game, at least. So they did put a solution in. It's just, you know, makes you do some things over again. The issue is, I came back there at one playthrough to get, because that's where the vault is, after I got all the bottles. So that started that whole second half of the chapter over again. I didn't realize that's how it worked until it was too late. So for this, I'm thinking this might be the one time where well, intentionally the one time where we'll just come back later once we finish everything else. Like, maybe I'll just get all the bottles and then move on. I had to come back later for the vault. If anything, it probably would have also been wise to just get all the bottles immediately, then go into the vault, that vault room. Because that only happens if you're past that point in the chapter. Like, if you haven't started any missions yet in that chapter, you know, that won't happen. There we go. Yes, get him! Such a good boy. Oh. Went right to the laser. Oh, I should have robbed this guy first. Oh well.
Cheer up, pal. We got the log chopping guide.
Oh, I see loot. Mariah's in the mode where she's skulking about the house. Kind of goes back and forth between the living room and my room. The window in my room, and then looking out the living room window. Always stray cats to watch out there. Baby, protecting us from stray cats. Such vicious creatures that would gladly just... Oh, wait, I should watch out for flashlight guards. I'm sorry, you're just so distracting. Sage, I don't remember. Were you here when I streamed, crap, I'm blanking on the title. Bray, what was the name of the name of that cat game? The cat with the robot? That's not Ratchet and Clank? Stray, yes. Yes, thank you. It's like, were you here when I streamed that? Oh wait, time to switch to Murray. It's his turn. It's been so long, I blanked on the name. It's like, wait, they actually gave that game a real title? And not something gimmicky and cutesy like, oh, Untitled Goose Game. Or Gator Simulator. Which, I will admit, that is a... Did they call it that? That actually would have been a fine name. Gator Simulator. It rhymes. They probably did name it that. Like, Little Gator Game is kind of in that category, but I like to just call it Little Gator. And just saying Little Gator is enough. You don't need the game part. Yeah, that is true. He is playing a game within the game, so it fits. Alright, we have one more mission that I don't like. It's another tank. It's different, but it's not as bad as the ones in the last chapter 5. But it still always peeved me off in that, oh, it's a Murray mission where you play as a tank. Uh-oh. I better be careful about collecting coins. I've got 663 coins. Oh dear. Sorry to disturb you. Oh, I'm not getting that last coin. Oh shit. I got 666 coins and then I immediately die. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, I can sell stuff anyway, so... Oh, Powerpuff Girls, you got the right amount of coins to summon me! Oh, poor Bubbles. So much money on her hands. Don't worry, little Bubbles. I'll help you organize the money. No, please don't let it be him. The most vile villain. Huh, there's the marker. But I'll see how many bottles I can find as Murray. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, there it is. It's the L1 button to get the Fists of Flame. I'm running. Oh, I'm running. Oh, I fell into the bear trap. That's the first time that's happened. I haven't been killed by a bear trap before. Okay, that's Murray's one weakness. No, bear traps. The Murray is impervious to perishing.
Rumor has it that several off-duty guards meet in that cabin for an RC combat club.
This is going to be great. I haven't been in any RC combat since that job we pulled in Istanbul. It was awesome.
I want to see that. I want to see that Istanbul job. But first, let's look for bottles with him. He can kind of do it with his high jump move. But otherwise, kind of goes without saying that your best off looking for bottles is Sly. It's sad. They gave Murray and Bentley more mobility in Sly 3, so they would be equals. But there's no bottles, so it doesn't matter. Huh. Speaking of bottles, there's one now. And that, Sage, is why you shouldn't make a Sly game. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. It could be more than decent if you get rid of these design decisions. I can help you make it more than decent. All you have to do is work together. Sage, join me. No, I'd be willing to work for free for the sake of the game's integrity. You don't even have to give me credit. Though, some free chicken flautas would be nice. Yes, I would have the Murray battling him. For the Murray is without sin, and thus would be impervious to Hibbs' manipulation. No, unless you intend to profit off your Sly game. If we just sell it for free, then it wouldn't be a problem. I am. Just give me a chance. I've made millions of dollars with Nikita and selling Iris dolls. Six bottles to go. Would there be any I could find on the ground? Oh, hello. Oh, hello, bear. I'm going. Oh, he's not done. I'm going. Let's just start the mission. Actually, how close could I get him to the mission marker? That would be funny. He probably stops at a certain point. But let's see if I can get him to chase me. Okay, maybe this wasn't worth this little side quest. I thought he would go for that other guard, but I guess that's not always guaranteed. I'm gonna provoke him again, though. Where's that bear? Where is he? Come here. Okay, that's close enough.
Those guards will never let you into the combat club without a disguise. That old moosehead should do the trick. Only there's no way for you to get up there. Hide out in this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head.
There are so many questions one could ask about that moose head. I guess that is what happens to employees that don't do a good enough job.
Sly, if you can get the stuffed moosehead without being detected, Murray should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
And the other guards don't even acknowledge it. It's like maybe so many employees have been killed. Just like, yeah, it's whatever. Better him than me. I keep forgetting, like, no. You can't kill any guards in this one. It's okay. It's no one we know. It looks nothing like Bullwinkle, so it's okay. Okay, this part bothers me though, this right here.
Murray, heads up.
He just shouts that. Like, aren't you supposed to be sneaking?
Hey, fellas. Any of you guys think you can beat the moose?
The moose.
Put a bet on it. Oh, I'm in, eh? I ain't got a lot of money for this wager, but there's no way I'd lose to a new guy like you, huh?
That RC combat drone takes some skill to control. Steer with the left analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret. Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
I do not like controlling this thing. Thank God they don't make you do this thing more than once. Oh, first try.
But I ain't got no money. That might be okay. It all depends. Depends on what? On whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light Battery. Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
It's funny, I spent more time playing Sly in that mission than Murray in a Murray mission.
After reading through the log shopping guide, it's become painfully clear that to win in the lumberjack games, we'll have to cheat. Now, I've constructed a plan that hinges around us acquiring an eagle's egg, which is more difficult than you'd think. First, Murray needs to lure a bear into taking out the local oil mains. Once destroyed, the pressurized oil should ignite and create updrafts, which Sly will then use to paraglide over to the eagle's nest, grab an egg, and then head back to the safe house. Thanks to Murray's undercover work in the RC Combat Club, we've learned that the Northern Light Battery is hidden in a silo nearby. The battery needs some serious modification if we're going to hide inside it to sneak onto Arpeggio's blimp. First, we'll short the battery with grapple lines on local boats. Then, we'll all break into the lighthouse and sever the power flow to the battery. That way it won't recharge. Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
Like my pa always says, the only good fish is eating fish.
Maybe Bentley knows Photoshop. Alright, we got one for each this time. I'll do the Sly first so I can look around for bottles. Maybe he sells that to the boss characters. Could probably make money off of that. Okay, live out your fantasy of Sly getting injured. That's probably how they afford to eat between games. Alright, where do we start looking for the last 6 bottles? Is there one that starts at the top of that tower? Yes, it... Okay, not that tower, but another one.
That lighthouse is the conduit for collecting the northern lights. We need to shut it down, or the silo battery will continue to fill with energy, making it impossible for us to stow away inside.
So, you want me to go in there and bust the thing up? Sounds like work for Murray.
Actually, this job will require all 3 of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
Alright, see you on the ground floor.
I mean, it's the same thing with how a lot of us need to walk as we're talking. Maybe Sly just has to fidget with his hat while he's talking. It's okay. That's what he needs to do for conversation. Do not judge him. Maybe you do, but you don't see it. Maybe only your players see you glitching. Yes, people play as you, Sage. The game of life. It's okay, Sage. You're considered a high tier.
Nice climbing, Sly. You made it up to the hatch.
Yes, I remember there was a bottle up here at the tippity top. Alright, fine. You could be an honest, balanced mid-tier while we look at these northern lights. Alright, Sage is B tier, Brit is A tier. I'm S tier because my name is Sephron. Well, that's good. Just means you have to work harder than most others. But still, that means no one hates you. It's funny, they want you to get through all this. Like, you could just jump down, man. Sorry, Bentley, I can't do that. I'm dead. Oh, wow. Instant death from that thing. That's alright. I usually play those kinds of games with the TV turned down. So I can play my own music, or I can talk to someone in a call. Instead, oh, everyone hates fighting Harley in multiverses, but I haven't heard most of her voice lines. I only hear her when I'm watching someone stream the game. Oh, dang it. Exactly! I wouldn't mind fighting you. I am an S tier after all. Though what animal would you be? I'm thinking you'd be an ostrich. I don't know. You just seem like you'd be a good ostrich. And Britt would be a deer. Oh, hi, Richie. That's a hell of an entrance. Alright, I better play this one cautiously.
Ostrich, a woman ostrich. Wow, wow. What do you know about that?
Alright, I'll let him in. Oh no, that's a lot of guards. Ah, these spotlights are gonna kill me more than the guards will. Where's that chair?
Thanks, pal. Just let me at that Northern Light attractor. It'll be slag in minutes.
Not quite that simple, Murray. I'll reverse the energy flow from the control computer while you lift the main circuit breaker. That should give Sly a short window of opportunity to climb up the power lines and overload the system from the top.
Up, down, up, down. They should put an elevator in this place.
Oh dear. This is the next to last chapter, and we're halfway through it. I've been streaming the game a lot. I'm hoping to get it all done tonight, depending on my mental energy level. And then next time I stream, we'll move on to Slide 3.
We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
And then that'll finally put an end to the Slide Marathon. I see what you're doing with that throwing egg move, Sage. I see what you're doing. You recall I hate fighting Banjo. Well, it's not gonna work.
Collection mechanism is overloading.
Oh, your banjo is fine, Richie, because I almost never get to play with you. If I got to play with you more often, maybe you would teach me how to hate playing against your banjo. No, 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 it's Laggy Modem's banjo that makes me hate that character. And it's funny, I've played against some banjos in matchmaking that aren't as annoying. There we go. Alright, what's the next expensive thing to buy? I'll get this.
Them Clockwork Talons will bring 'em in. The Lumberjack games are gonna be a hold down this year. Yes, sir, they will.
Oh, it is still a banjo problem because I don't struggle against Laggy Modem's other characters. He mains Greninja. Banjo's just one of his secondaries. I can handle his Greninja fine. I can handle his King Dedede fine. I just hate his banjo. No, I can't ban him. He's useful. I keep forgetting I can pick up the bear traps. Oh, that's funny. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, you could pick up the bear traps and throw them.
Have to destroy all the local oil mains.
It looks pretty sturdy. The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish. Do I?
Do I?
He's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water, and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
So you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzleface will knock them apart?
That's the idea. You might even try throwing fish at the guards. Might improve their odor.
I'm sure Bentley told him the lore. I'm sure, you know, Bentley briefed everyone on the mission. Told him about old Grizzleface.
Nice work. Trot old Grizzleface over to the next oil main by luring him with fish.
Ah, there's a fish. Now to find the next oil main. Before you feel bad, Richie, these are geese. They're not ducks. I'm not punching any ducks.
Grizzleface is moving towards your position.
Turn out to Super Punch. You'll be doggone.
Thank you. Alright, that leaves just one more. And I would test that Sage, throwing a bear trap out on a bear, but this bear's a friend for now. We need him for the mission. Dang it, I was supposed to throw him at the guard.
Bear's coming.
There it is. Alright, he should be coming along any minute now.
Sensors in the safe house indicate that Grizzleface is on the move. That bear can run pretty fast. He's on the way.
Where is he? There he is.
Solid work, Murray. Now that the oil lines are exposed, Sly's all set up for a paragliding job off the lighthouse.
Now, for the record, the proper way to play that mission is to lure the bear slowly, like to consistently keep up with where the bear is and lure him into the oil mains, rather than just sit and wait for him to come. But I figured it's like, it's fine, I can just wait for him. Not that hard. Anyway, speaking of old Grizzleface, it has no effect on him. He doesn't even care. He didn't even flinch. That there is tough. Wow. Kills the guards, though. Or not. It killed a guard earlier. I'm gonna get another bear trap. I'm gonna test this. Dang it, I missed. It killed a guard earlier! Come on! Where's another bear trap? Okay, we better just go back to the safe house. Oh, there's a bear trap, though. I need to test this.
Grizzleface is caught the scent. He's coming.
Dang it. It's weird those voice lines are still playing even though we finished the mission. Oh well. It's more threatening when there isn't a mission going on. Okay, it's that button for the jetpack. Carefully. Gonna put you to sleep.
If we can trust Murray's informant, that's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
To prepare it for travel, we'll have to drain off its northern light energy. By attaching a boat's grappling hook to the top of the silo, we should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough to fire its grappling hook.
Okay, I'll climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it take to drain the battery?
3 should suffice. Once the first line's attached, Murray and I will commandeer another boat. You should stay in position.
Finally, I get the easy gig.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Yes, I did throw him there on purpose.
Now to hack the steering controls.
Hello, Grizzleface. Well, I'm the Murray. Hope you've heard of me. I hope. Oh, these are much quicker than gummy ships. I assure you, they are much quicker. They're just brief little bits, little hacking things. You just hack a thing, and then you move on.
Nice work hacking the autopilot. That boat's heading into position. I'm already on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery.
Uh-oh. We have a bot. Oh no. Well, I'm glad the bot knows I have the best viewers.
The hook's in place. You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
Thank you, babe. Oh, by the way, and this and the Chapter 1 section where you're playing as Bentley with Murray following you, you can kill Murray. If you keep hitting him with bombs, you can kill him. I would recommend you guys do this. I'm not going to do it. So maybe I should, just for the viewers. But yeah, in this and in the Chapter 1 section, that's sort of an equivalent of this. If you can bomb Murray and kill him as Bentley. Yeah, but it's the Murray. I would never hurt the Murray. Ah, dang it. Alright, sometimes you could brute force these and just charge through them, but in ones like this, you definitely have to play patient. Choose your shots patiently. Just gonna skirt through you guys. Oh no! Still bitches I haven't taken. Ah! You guys just keep coming! Stop it! Stop it! Hello!
Hi!
Hello! Stop it! And do not forget, you are stupid. Man, I want that same kid to write a Powerpuff episode. Why didn't that kid mail in a Powerpuff episode? You know what? That kid should have been in charge of seasons 5 and 6. And seasons 3 and 4 of Dexter, for that matter. In fact, do we ever... has anyone heard from that kid? I'm surprised like no one's tried to get in contact with them, from what I've heard. Maybe someone has.
One more grapple line to go, and this thing will be on empty.
I guess I might as well shed context. There is an episode of Dexter's Lab where, 3 spoils and he looks back wrongly in the whole thing. Oh, that's good. I wasn't sure if there was any modern update on him, what he's been up to. But yeah, to set some context, there's an episode of Dexter's Lab where a 6-year-old mailed an audio recording of his idea for an episode, and they made it. They actually made it into an actual episode, complete with his narration and everything. It's beautiful. It's exactly what a 6-year-old writing a script would sound would. Which is it's exactly what you think it is, and it's amazing. And also, the kid's Dexter impression is insanely good. Like, he's just a 6-year-old. He sounds almost exactly like the original.
What happened to that guy? Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
Alright. I'm sure I gotta make that one of the ones I showed to Britt. Me and Britt have been watching a lot of Powerpuff and some Dexters. I'm putting that one on the list. And how they basically kept all of the kids' audio that I recorded, even some of the errors. So there's several points where the kid will just say, "And then Dexter said," and then nothing happens, but they kept that in. So Dexter looks like he's about to say something, and then he just doesn't. Oh, I know. Every time I look up Dexter, I have to make sure to type Dexter Lab. If I just type Dexter, I know what I'm gonna get. I like Derek! He is my friend! I like you and him! But yeah, imagine that Stimpy moment, but that's the whole episode. The kid mailing in a whole episode. It's like, man, now I wish that kid wrote the later seasons of both shows. Like, imagine that kid doing a Mojo impression. I know I can't do a Dexter impression as good as that kid. Lord knows I've tried. Yeah, but your trying is way better than mine. Yours is closer. Alright, we have just one more for this chapter. Take it. You know what? After Christine retired, they should have just gotten the kid. I mean, Candy Milo's fine. I've heard Candy Milo do really good stuff elsewhere. I just don't like her Dexter. And that's not her fault. So, that ain't no ill will towards Candy Milo. But still, they could have just they should have gotten that kid instead to be the new Dexter voice once Christine retired. And also, Candy Milo is better than Tara Strong Dexter, which was a thing once. Oh, it's just that the show started just a few years before Christine retired. A thing that happened with her was that Mariah? Baby. A thing that happened with her is that she dealt with, to paraphrase, it was a very nasty divorce with an abusive husband. And she had to fight in a really long court case to get custody of her kids so they wouldn't end up with him. And after that was over, she was like, she was just so emotionally, mentally exhausted from all that. She just didn't have the heart for acting anymore. And she just wanted to focus on taking care of her kids. So she retired in 2001. Yeah, she won the case. So she just retired and focused on raising her kids. So, yeah. So she retired in 2001, but she pre-recorded a lot of things. So there were actually a couple of season 3 Dexter episodes that still have Christine as Dexter, as well as she still recorded season 7 of Rugrats, you know, for Chucky in advance. So it was, even then, it was a while before we, you know, Dexter and Chucky had to be replaced. What is it with cartoon turtles being obsessed with specific breeds of eagles, right, Philbert? No, Bentley's not nearly as much of a jerk about that. I mean, Sly's doing the work, but still, I'd sooner trust Bentley with this sort of thing. But anyway, to answer your question, I'd say so to some extent, but that would make it sound like, oh, Candy Milo, it's her fault that the later episodes are bad. It's like, no, that's not true. Sure, her performance has nothing to do with why the post Gindi T episodes are bad. And I always say Gindi T because I can't say his last name. It's hard to pronounce, so I just gave up and just say Gindi T. But yeah, it's more just Gindi being gone. That's the main reason why those episodes are bad. But Christine retiring definitely didn't help either. As much as it was... Oh, wait, I gotta focus on this part.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
Dang it! Great timing, Richie. But yeah, the formula with these structurally is that they always any action that takes place in the hubs, they always have chill music, and it's always in the final mission at the end of a chapter where the music ramps up because the action's ramping up. So a lot of the chapter is basically missions that revolve around getting ready for that final mission, for the big heist. So, these makes these hubs just feel nice to be in. Still, I know it's been brought up ad nauseum, but I do wonder how the hell did Chris Savino get put in charge?
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
I guess it was because there was just no one else available? Because I guess everyone else that was involved with the original years of Dexter, they were just off doing other things. Like Robin Zeddy had My Life as a Teenage Robot by that point. And, Gindi was doing... Gindi moved on to Samurai Jack and Powerpuff.
Excellent job. If you could get that eagle egg back to the safe house, we'll be all set
And let's
for the
see,
lumberjack game.
Robin said he had Teenage Robot, and Craig was obviously doing his thing. So I guess Chris Savino was the only one left. So it's funny to see Chris Savino credited on a lot of, Golden Age Dexter episodes, the good ones. But he's just credited as storyboarding. Or apparently he was storyboard assistant. So, nothing involving in the creative department. But I guess he was the only one left. Everyone else had moved on to other things after season 2.
Great work, Sly.
Still, especially for Powerpuff, they could have gotten anyone else. But anyway.
The Lumberjack Games are upon us. Now, despite Murray's study of the log chopping guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Bison at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Bison up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents shouldn't disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Bison from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines. And finally, I'll represent our team in the log rolling competition. With my knowledge of rotational mechanics, we're sure to get a stupendous score. Sly will be in charge of greasing Bason's logs, so he has no chance of beating it. If you guys are ready, I say we head out and show these meathead lumberjacks what we're made of.
I love how Bentley's still trying to hype the team up, even though, you know, they're gonna cheat. But they're still gonna try and hype themselves up.
Okay, guys, let's head down there and win those talons from Jean Bisson. Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you. Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Think you got what it takes to win the Clockwork Talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest. Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try.
Dang it.
Not bad, Hippo. But watch and learn as I destroy that log without even breaking a sweat.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on Bassan, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Right in front of the judges, by the way. We're not even being sneaky about this. Okay.
What? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right? So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice.
No, no, no. We got there. Ah, no. Oh, I'm gonna stink.
Sad cane of yours isn't helping you any.
Yeah. There we go.
Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I demonstrate the art of power climbing.
Hurry! Use those grapples to hook onto Bisson. You will need to hook him with all 3 lines to pull him off the wall.
What even is the aiming with this thing? Okay, maybe I'm aiming to... Oh, I'm not even getting close to this. Yeah, how do you aim this thing?
What? No applause for that masterful display of climbing?
Okay, that'll do. Okay, much better. And how we get this last one on him. Yeah. Oh, come on.
No applause for that masterful display of climbing?
I can do this. I can cheat properly. Yes. Yes, got it.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again. Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly gave me a score other than 10? I see we're tied with only one event to go. Unfortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last, the spin and log competition.
Okay, looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
You disgrace my competition with that performance.
Oh no, oh no. Dang it.
You disgrace my competition with that performance. Dip in them icy Canadian waters. You're one
Okay.
lucky turtle, I'll give you that. Now, watch how a skilled log roller does it.
This is crazy. John Bisson's got those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray.